What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird, here with another kind of unboxing, kind of haul video. I've gotten a couple of other things that I actually forgot to include in the last haul video, so I'm going to hit those real quick. But then I got a really, really cool package that I'm excited to show you guys that ties into something coming out later down the line, but it's going to be huge once it does. So let me get into this real quick. There's one Blu-ray. I did a massive haul video not too long ago, so I'll link to that in the description box down below. But there was one Blu-ray that I did get that I forgot to mention, and that is this one. It is the Poughkeepsie Tapes. So I've heard so much about this that I don't know if this is a documentary, a shockumentary, or a straight up movie. I don't know what it is, but I just hear that it's kind of infamous. So I finally went ahead and splurged and got it, because it was one of the more expensive Blu-rays out there. It's like 30 something bucks. But I got my hands on it, so I will be watching that soon. And then a little bit of the horror comic variety. So if you guys didn't know, we did do a fan film once on this channel. It was a fan film for a comic book series by this name, American Vampire. So our fan film is called Sweet, and if you didn't know, our very own Jaime and Fuego played this very character, Skinner Sweet. I mean, look at this guy. That's easily something that Jaime could play, and he did. And those fingers down there, we got them. Those are in the movie. So it was a fun fan film. It is a Western. This, though, is something that I couldn't pass up because I saw it was available, and this is the American Vampire Omnibus Volume 1. So they're actually going to be relaunching this series in the very near future, and Fuego and I will likely cover that, but I wanted to go ahead and do this. We've covered a little bit of this series on the channel before, but this is awesome. Look at the size of this. Look at the thickness of this book. I have a big hand. That is big thickness. Like that, let's feel like, okay, just listen to this. Okay, that's just catching the book. Watch. That is a heavy book, you guys. That is a heavy book. It is, as a matter of fact, it is, of course, this is created by Scott Snyder and Stephen King. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. But also drawn by Rafael Albuquerque, who Fuego actually interviewed the artist, the main artist on this book, Rafael Albuquerque, in his Skinner Sweet costume. So that is something that is very worth checking out on the channel. But this one, it also includes two mini-series featuring the art of Sean Murphy, who I'm a big fan of, The Wake, which I might have reviewed on the channel, and then Dustin Wynn, who has done a lot of Batman comic books. So this is very good stuff, and this collects American Vampire numbers 1 through 27, so more than 2 years worth of books, plus American Vampire Survival of the Fittest 1 through 5, and American Vampire Lord of Vampires 1 through 5. So this is just amazing, amazing vampire comic book goodness. So it's exciting. I will get to this eventually, but I mean, look at that. That is, tell me Fuego couldn't pull that off, and he has. So there are actually ideas for more Skinner Sweet on the channel, so maybe we'll get to that, but that was something I had to show you guys that I didn't in the last video. The next three things that I have are going to tie directly into the box that I received today, which is what I've been excitedly waiting for a while now. So this right here are the 3 volumes of Locke and Key. These are the library volumes. So this is actually volumes 1 and 2. This is volumes 3 and 4. And this is volumes 5 and 6. And it is a complete graphic novel series written by Joe Hill, who is the son of Stephen King, if you didn't know. A lot of you guys that watch the channel and watch Fuego's thing know that very well. And Gabriel Rodriguez, who is a fantastic artist. This 6-issue series, or 6-volume series, each one 6 issues, was so freaking good. Oftentimes when people ask, what's your favorite comic book series? A lot of people will say Sandman. A lot of people will say Preacher. A lot of people will say this or that. A lot of people say Dark Knight Returns. I will say, as a complete series, this might be my absolute favorite. I love Locke Key, and this is just the complete set of what was out in those first 6 volumes. Now, they have done another volume, which was a collection of shorts that took place at various times. So that has been collected in a separate hardcover, which I have. And then they also just recently did an issue called Locke Key Small World. And so that was a single issue. And then they're going to be relaunching it soon with, of course, friend of the channel, J Photos, doing the colors once again. But let me just give you guys a little piece of this artwork here. So that's sort of what the faces look like. They're kind of neat, very stylized, but it's really, really neat stuff. And so let me get to the Head Games part, because Head Games is volume 2. And there is some really, really... Look at this. Okay, so at one point in this series, there is a... This series revolves around keys, okay? So it takes place at a place called Key House, which is also called the Lovecraft House, which, if you saw Nosferatu, the series, Lovecraft House was actually on the map in the very first episode. I'll drop that picture right here so you can see. So it ties into this series, Nosferatu, if you watch that. But this house is a special house on... look at it, they even have a map in front, like a Lord of the Rings book. This is Lovecraft area, you know, leading up to the Key House. So this is, the book 1 is called Welcome to Lovecraft. So it is a very homage-y to Lovecraft situation here. And the Key House is, you know, accessed, all different parts are accessed by different keys. So in Head Games, there is a key that opens up that you can put in the back of your head, and it opens up. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to find it. Trying to find it for you guys so you can see. Hold on. I think that's the end of book 1, and then, yep, that's starting book 2. Okay, so this one right here, you can see that one of the kids has a key in the back of his head. He's missing the top of his head, because this is the head key. As you can see, this key here does look like a head on it, okay? So the head key opens up the head, and you see literally what's inside the person's head, and that person can look inside the head as well. So this is what's on the inside of the little kid's head. And they're all looking into his skull, including himself, because of what this magical key can do. Now look at here, there's a hidden key here, which is a death key, which comes into play later. But this is really, like, I mean, the artwork's fantastic, but that's the importance of keys in Locke Key. That's why there's keys around here. There's 2 different keys, the head key and the first key. This one has 2 of the different keys. So you've got the Jester key, and then you've got the Candle key. And then here, you've got, of course, the Alpha key and the Omega key, because that is the last one I think was called Omega. But so you see there are different keys for the house, and they all do different things. So if you guys have not read Locke Key, you are absolutely missing out on one of the greatest graphic stories ever told. And that leads me to the next big package. So I received this in the mail today. It's a little package, not going to show you the label or anything, or the addresses, but it's a small, relatively small package. But this contains some really cool stuff that I'm going to show you guys right now. I have not opened it, as you can see, totally unopened. Here we go. Opening for the first time. I have not looked at these in person. This is this is multiple things. So here we go. You guys are going to see me slice that bad boy open right there. Okay. Oh, and get inside, slicing towards myself the dangerous way, like I shouldn't. And then cutting it open. Okay. Now, cracking that box open. So here's what we got. So this is a package from a company called Skeleton Crew. Now, when I read Locke Key, I said to myself, how awesome would it be to have a set, like a key ring, of all of these keys? Now, these keys would be relatively delicate, so I don't know quite how I'd achieve that, but it turns out there's a company on the internet that has these things. And let's cut into the first one. I've never seen any of these in person. I spent a certain amount of dollars to get these, but it's because I'm a huge fan of the series and I've been wanting these. So this is the official Locke Key Legacy Edition. The first one I opened up is the Echo Key. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. Oh, I'm so excited as a Locke Key fan. Oh my god. They each come in their individual pouches. How cool is that? So this is the Legacy Edition. There's a couple of editions of these keys. I think I'm just going to go with the Legacy Collection. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. So this is the Echo Key. This is the Well Key. Look at that. Ah, ooh. Look at how gorgeous that is. So if any of you guys have read the book, there is a well that figures prominently in the first volume. And this is the Well Room Key. So that is, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I've read them. I'm going to reread them. Fuego and I, Fuego's never read them, so we are planning to read all of these ahead of the TV show release on Netflix. Guys, they're doing a Locke Key Netflix series about that book I just showed you. So this is the first key. So that is the Echo Key. Cool. All right. So I'll put the Echo Key down. And I have 8 keys to open up. So that's what this is going to be. A majority Locke Key reveal, which will have been in the thumbnail, so you guys already know that, but I was sort of doing it for dramatic purposes. Ooh, this one feels a good deal lighter. So this is the Locke Key Anywhere Key. This one feels really light. Not nearly as heavy as the last one. Interesting. We're experiencing this all together, guys, so I don't know. If some of these feel chintzy, I'll let you know. This one, I don't know. What do we got here? This one feels like paper. Super thin. Uh-oh, did it break? No? Oh, okay, that's why. Because it's barely a key. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? Wow. Look at that. I had no idea. I didn't think that this key would be any of these keys would be this frail, but this is literally really, really, really thin key. That's actually kind of cool to think about. Again, these are meant to be display keys. So I have the Anywhere Key, okay, and so I don't know. That's pretty neat. It's a pretty cool design. I like that one. I'm trying to hold it at the perfect distance so you guys can see what it looks like, but that's a pretty good look. So that's the Anywhere Key. So far, the lightest key of the two, for sure. We have a few more to get through, though, so let's continue on. Next key, I'm just grabbing it random here. And cut into this. Yeah. Next key, next key, next key. This one feels a little heftier again. I like the hefty keys. Ooh, this is the Thorn Key. The Thorn Key, named after the cat that I just got, actually. Just got a brand new member of the family, Thorn, which I introduced in that last unboxing video. But here we go. This is the Thorn Key. Oh, gorgeous. Wow, how pretty. Man, that feels like a key. Sorry, I know I'll show it to you guys in a second, but oof. All right, look at this. Look at that. It's a rose, man. It's a flower with all the thorns on it. Let me hold this up so you can see the thorns on the actual key. How cool is that? Oh, how cool is that? Dude, that's so neat. Look at how neat. Look at how cool. Oh my god, these are gorgeous. And guys, these keys aren't that expensive. Like, you know, when you purchase 8 keys at once, it can seem pricey, but I've been wanting to save up for these, so plus doing this video makes it a write-off. But nonetheless, I'm excited to have these in my collection. So here we go. Let's continue on with key. I just let the cat out of the bag. Hey, if you guys are doing YouTube and you do stuff like this is tax write-off material here because it's for show purposes. So here we go. Let's, I mean, there's conditions you have to meet, which I do, so not everyone can do this, but that's what I'm doing, so here we go. And you guys saw, okay, cool, here we go. This is neat. So on this one, the last book here, you see the Alpha Key right there. Boom, Alpha Key right there. So let me hang it over here next to this key here. So this is indeed the Alpha Key, right? I didn't even need to check that logo, that label. But look at, so the Alpha Key, ooh, sorry, doing this in reverse is hard. So there's the Alpha Key, so you see it right there. Good Lord, okay. So it's obviously a good deal shorter than it's portrayed here. They're taking the length out. But if you cut the picture out, it's the right length, right? But that is the Alpha Key. That is really, really cool. So you guys can see, boom, Alpha Key. Looks cool either way, either side. You Marvel fans might say that's the Avengers Key. But look at this. Look at, I like how every key has its own. And like, I don't know if Gabriel designed all of these, Gabriel Rodriguez, or if Joe Hill designed all the keys. I haven't been able to read through these because I'm waiting to do it with Fuego, but these are really, really cool, man. I am glad to have invested in these. So there we go. That is, I think that's 4 down, 4 to go. All right. Halfway there with the keys, guys. Here we go. Next one. Next one is the Time Shift Key. So these are maybe a little bit spoilery for the comic. I'm not saying they use the Time Shift Key for any sort of time shifting or anything like that, but you know, just saying. This might be the best key. You kind of saw it there, so I don't want to. This might be the best key. Okay, so full disclosure, this key is the one that friend of the show Jay Photos posted about just recently, saying, "Hey, this key is now available for any of you guys collecting." And I saw it, and I was like, "Who's got those keys?" And I followed the link, and I went and found this company, and this is the Time Shift Key. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. This is easily my favorite key. Easily my favorite key. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Look at that. Look at that, man. It's got the hourglass. I mean, it's not turnable. That would be pretty cool if it was turnable. But look at how gorgeous that key is, right down the middle of my face. The Time Shift Key. Oh my God, that's so pretty. And it's hefty too. It's the heaviest key of them all so far. Like that is not a light key, man. That is not, I got big hands, so I know I can do this without risking it. But that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous key. And look, there's a little hole at the top there for a key ring. Thank goodness for that. All right, so that is the Time Shift Key. Ooh, that's going to be hard to beat. That is going to be hard to beat. I have not been looking. You can't see on the inside what each key is until you open it anyway. So I'm not doing it in any particular order here. So next up we have, oh, the Animal Key. Yes, this is a cool key. Guys, all of these keys should be piquing your interest to read the book, to find out what these keys do. Because every key does something in this house. Every key goes to something else in this house. So this is the Animal Key. God, this is gorgeous too. Oh, man. Wow, that's neat. That is neat. Look at that. Look at the carvings down the key, as well as the claw, the paw claw. Look at. I'm limited with the focus on this brio, but that is a gorgeous, and again, very heavy Very heavy key. Look at this. This is a heavy key. Like I don't have a scale to show you right here, but man, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous animal key. See, I think this purchase was worth it, 100%. I still have 2 keys to go, and I think that second key had me worried. That really chintzy key had me worried, but that's purposefully that way. So 2 keys left. Oh, and what are these? Oh, I got sent a pin, just as an extra pin. Sweet! That's cool. They sent me a little gift. How nice of them. Wow, neat. That's really, really cool. I love gifts. I love free things. Okay, so this one is appropriately, I was waiting for this, since we had the Alpha Key, we now have the Omega Key. So let's take a look one more time. Hang on, I don't have, yeah, none of the other 4 keys on this cover. Here's the thing. The company that I got these keys from, they were sold out of a bunch of keys. I probably could have gotten 16 keys if they weren't all sold out. And I would have, because these are awesome. Having seen this now, if they have a new run on those keys, I'll be first in line. But so this is what the Omega Key looks like right here. Okay, so let's keep that hand, and we'll take a look. I don't want to break anything. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is the most straightforward key, but that is oof, excuse me. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. No! Ah, this is heavy duty coolness right here, guys. That is very simple. That is very simple. It is just a key with the Omega symbol with this really cool design on the actual part of the key here on the end. I don't know. I maybe looking up the you know, anatomy of a key would have been a good idea before this, but look at how neat that is. That's so simple, so perfect. So you had the Alpha, and then you have the Omega. So that is the Omega Key, which brings us to the last key of this video. I can't wait to complete my set. If there's anyone out there with extras of the original keys, let me know, because I'm gonna need to complete this collection, guys. How could I not? This stuff, this comic, is so worth your time. Please, please take my word for it. So this one is another signed one. Ooh, that's right. This was the pretty looking one. So I'm gonna just show you this key, and then I'll tell you what it's called. But this was a gorgeous looking one. Oh, wow. That, okay, the Hourglass Key and this key might be the prettiest keys that I have. Okay, so this one is, well, look, let me show you. So that is this key, right? Looks a little bit like a jester. And of course, appropriately, it is the Harlequin Key. So look, take a real close look at that. Again, I'm trying to find the perfect distance for the camera, but you have sort of the Harlequin, you know, jangly top, you know, I don't even know what they're called. Tri-dingle hat. You've got the diamonds down the front, very reminiscent of Harley Quinn herself. And then you've got the actual key part at the end. So that is the Harlequin Key. The thing is, it's been long enough that I don't remember what all of these keys do, but these are awesome, awesome things. So that is all of the keys for the Locke and Key replicas here. Now, I thought to myself, for the last part of this, I think the most fun will be to go through this. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself the same questions I asked myself, which is, what are you going to do with these keys? How do you display keys? And I was like, I guess you just get like a key rack, which is kind of boring. And then I saw something, and I was like, that's what I'm going to use to display these keys. So I have little key rings somewhere. I don't know where I put them, but I think they're in the other room in there. And then what I'm going to actually do, so I'm going to put a key ring on every single one of those keys you just saw in the holes that they provide. And so I looked online and I said, what would be appropriate for the key holders for these, locking keys, the Lovecraft keys. And of course, I ended up on this. So let me just pull one out of the box so I can just show you, because I haven't actually opened them up to look at one. I was waiting for this episode to do so. I hope it was worth the wait. I gotta open it up here. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Okay. I can just fold the other one. Alright. Alright. Let me get it out of the plastic. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So, of course, it's a Lovecraft house is what it is. So what better way to display the keys than this? A wonderful, wonderful little Lovecraft key house thing that I basically affixed to a wall. All of these jut out just a little bit, so I can hang each key from each of the Lovecraft octopus tentacles here. So going forward, I will rearrange some of this so I can make room for the keys. Like, I would like to have them here next to the Resident Evil key, but I want to get a whole set of Resident Evil keys for this if I can. So I don't know quite where I'm going to put this yet, but that is the plan. Look at that. This is quite cheap on Amazon. You can get, I actually have 2 of them over here because I have 8 keys and this only has 6 places to hang them. And then the other ones you're basically, going to be drilling in here to make sure that this thing stays. So that's how it's going to work. I'm going to have 6 keys on each octopus here. So at the end of the new Locke and Key series, I guarantee there's going to be more keys made. So when that happens, I will add them to my collection of locks and keys. All right, guys, I'm cutting in here because I actually got a package not too long after I recorded this segment. And I actually got my display up over there, so I'm going to cut to some footage of that to show you guys as well. But as soon as I recorded that unboxing of all those keys, I got an email from the Skeleton Crew people saying, hey, we have a new run of one of the keys that were sold out in case anyone's interested. And so I, of course, having just bought all the ones that weren't sold out, went ahead and grabbed one up. So it came. I'm going to unbox it real quick and then add it to the collection and show you guys that collection. So only 1 key on this one, but here we go. Okay. So here we go. It's another light feeling one. I love that they all come in these little packages. Where did I put the pack? Oh, yes, it's the music box key. Ooh, that looks cool. So, here you go. So, the music box key, it's got, musical notes as the actual key, and then I don't even remember what that part is called that starts off the line of music. But that's a really cool key. I mean, that's really neat. So you'll get a high-res shot. I'm going to shoot those keys right now. And I'm going to add this to the collection. But that is the, what is it? The music box key, right? Yep, music box key. So, oh, you can't really see it that well. There you go. So, yeah, that's the last key. And then I'm going to cut to that footage to show you guys. So this is what the displays look like. There is my Cthulhu-esque octopus. And then we've got the Alpha key, the Anywhere key, the Echo key, the Music Box key, the Animal key, and then you've got the Time Shift key, the Thorn key, the Harlequin key, and the Omega key. And they look pretty badass together. But for now, guys, that's going to do it for this unboxing, this very Locke and Key specific unboxing. Again, if you have not read this series, I very much recommend you do so, because it is one of the best comic book series I've ever read in my life, and currently the one that I always come up with when people ask what's the best comic book series to read. So definitely take your time to check it out. I will drop a link. This was actually I got these from a company called Skeleton Crew. So that's who sent the package. I did pay for them. It wasn't like a sponsored thing or anything, but it was Skeleton Crew. If you want to search out the Locke Key replicas like I have, you'll see all the ones that are already sold out, which I was too late to the party for. But this is pretty awesome. Thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss more content like this going forward. Still have that big announcement coming October 14th, but thank you guys very much for watching. Remember, stay scared.